algorithms. How we deal with all this clutter? I mean, what is the right way to deal? Because once we see so many things combined in one book as a one course or something, you find a big collection. Like for assume DSA, you find some 30, 20 algorithms. You find there you find some 4, 5 paradigms like dynamic, all this kind, and you take into deep learning or ML, you find again bunch of algorithms. And once you see all these kind of things, you get really demotivated. Like what we should learn, what are the really the things that are essential, or why the people are teaching so many things as in a semester course in our degrees, or our some placement oriented courses, so on. Could you just share your light on that, or your insights on that?
Uh, yes, your question is very valid. I appreciate the question. The session today is mainly focused around layoffs. How do
Yeah, I
we?
mean that's little connected also. The node is connected because once a layoff person is there, he will get overwhelmed when he takes out the ML course or DL course, or like something DSA course. He'll find a big collection, some 10, 20 algorithms. So it's a little bit connected in terms of his upskilling journey when he's layoff.
Okay, yeah, I will give us framework. I'm not going to answer very specifically because it's a little bit into technology. But yeah, we'll
Yes,
start.
okay, you can go as per your content structure of your model. It's okay. Just I was curious because I really don't understand why I mean, what is the motto when someone creates a course? Like in BTech, we have some course called ML. You find 20, 30 algorithms bunched into 5 chapters. Likewise, we have in BTech deep learning, same story. Around 20, 30 algorithms are bunched into a subject called deep learning. Likewise, the DSA, data structures, around 40, 30 to 40 algorithms are bunched into this thing. So your mind will get because when we do the basic analogy of all this, each algorithm is a PhD project. If you know Dijkstra's algorithm, it was a PhD project created by Mr. Dijkstra. 3 years of hard work on it, and we are
Hey,
expected to
Shivan,
learn in 10 minutes or okay.
Shivan, sorry to pass you. I appreciate your question. We'll explore that in
Okay,
detail because this is focused on
sure, sure.
this topic.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Okay.
okay. Yeah. Let's start, guys. So, as I'm discussing on surviving the layoff, I want to first acknowledge that I've been laid off in my job earlier. Okay. I was laid off a decade ago. So I've gone through the whole phase. So this is explained from that perspective. How do you survive a layoff? If you have not been laid off, it's okay. If you have been laid off, use this try. Uh, this is this is one pattern that many of us would go through whenever we are looking for an opportunity, but we have very less time. Because there is layoff, the difference between layoff and not getting a job is this. When you're laid off, laid off as an experienced engineer, experienced person, and a fresher not getting opportunity. The difference is this. A laid off person has a lot more financial responsibilities, lot more things at stake, which escalates a problem mentally. It makes us desperate. One of the reasons why the whole time killing us is very hard to deal with that phase of our life. A fresher, though they have same pressure, they don't have the responsibilities. two reasons why.
We have mind to take the stress, pain, and struggle. But the freshers, they are more vulnerable. If some person is there who is fresher and he is not employed because of his skill deficiency or because of the market demand,
Mhm.
he is more vulnerable.
Okay, curious. I will. We will. Have you ever been laid off, Shravan?
Who, sir?
You.
I'm not. I was jobless, sir, for when I was doing my BTech during 90s, 98. At that
Okay.
99, I was roaming around in Chennai. So many companies. At that time, Brigade was very popular. It was every day they used to conduct interview.
Mm-hmm.
Brigade Allsec Solutions in Velachery, somewhere in that area. There were few BPOs. They were having every day interview, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. They used to test our. As I went to interview, they used to say not selected because my accent is too southern. They need a neutral accent. All the call centers.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was a
But
very hard time.
the point I want to make is when you are laid off as an experienced person, you have far more financial responsibilities than a fresher. A fresher
Yeah,
might
that's
have to pay
yeah,
for
yeah.
this. Fresher might have a little bit of problems,
Yeah,
but
I
an
was
experienced
paying
person,
my hostel fees monthly 2000. I was surviving like that
yeah,
at that time.
yes. Why we are laid off is the biggest problem I want to address with this question is this: layoff can make our world crumble, our self worth questioned. If you have ever been laid off, you know, because you were in a job, someone chose you for a job, you are doing a work for a long time, and now suddenly someone tells you that no, you are not eligible, you're not fit for my team, my company. And that questions your identity. For especially men, work is the biggest identity. Work is through which we get validation. When we go out, they ask, where do you work? What do you do? If you are not good at lying, you're going to make your life really worse when you're laid off. So I want to tell anyone that when you are laid off, it is not at all about you. Even though it is about your skill, it is not about you. There is a slight difference there. It is, of course, you are laid off. Of course, you are laid off. But your inner ability, that is not at all under question. The only problem is you did not build a system for so long that this might happen. I know a friend who was laid off from Oracle. That person worked there for close to 20 years. He's got loans to pay. He's going through a lot of difficulties. The only reason is he took the job for granted. So why companies lay off? In small companies, it is often non-performance or the perception of non-performance. Another reason is again perception. Uh, when I say in small companies, a company with probably 100 employees, this will be the reason. You made some mistake, or you did not even make a mistake, but it was overblown by someone in the middle management, and then you are let go. This is small company. The reason will feel personal because you are so directly connected with the company, with the founder, with the leaders. So it is going to be very personal if it is a small company. If you're working for a company with probably more than 200 employees, even though you might have joined that company very early in its very early days, you are a line item in the company, you are not as important as you thought you were. One other reason is budget and headcount. Every year, in fact, every month, something in the business world that makes a founder worried about the budget they're spending for people. For in the last 2 years, AI has captured the mind space of founders with regards to budget.
Sir, one small excuse, sir. Sir, see, Oracle, Google, all these companies, they are a billion dollars company who is having billions of money lying in the bank. Why they want to remove people, sir? Why can't they use them for some other things that they they need? I mean, it's a bad thing, no, sir. Suppose you are a family, you cannot feed me. It's okay, I come out of your house, but you are someone who has the capacity to feed me. It's your moral and responsibility. I mean, that you take care about things, no?
Okay, that's a very good question, Shravan. Shravan, do you have any maids in your house working for you?
Uh, No, no.
Maid,
I do housework, sir. But yes, sir. We used to have around 1 year back, 2 years back.
what happened to them?
Because it was a little expensive, we just asked her, it's not possible. I will only do my work.
Right? See, for even though, how much would you be paying them?
They demanded 1,000 rupees, sir, per month, sir, for just washing the clothes and that's all. Washing the clothes and just mopping the thing.
Okay. Uh, did you feel they could have taken more responsibility and then delivered more work?
Not in that sense. If I was having that much money, I would have just given them some job. At least assuming that they might need that money and they are doing work and they are earning it. But since I was in financial trouble, I couldn't afford them. But it's not the case with someone who is Oracle cadre and who is of Oracle is a very sharp person, no sir. That or Larry Ellison.
Okay. I will thank you
He's a
for the
rich,
explanation.
he's
Yeah.
the richest person I think in the world. He's having private islands, totally a big money person.
Uh, I want to put this word for companies. For companies, you and me are nothing.
Okay, okay,
Even if you are going to build a company, you are going to build a company like Ambani.
okay,
For you, an employee is nothing. It will become that way.
okay, okay,
When you go beyond 100 team members, employees will mean nothing.
okay, okay,
Because for your fear will be about increasing your revenue, increasing your profit.
okay, okay,
Every person is a liability for you. Every extra person in your team is a liability for you. Humans are
okay,
very costly to manage. I might sound very negative, pessimistic, but this is the reality.
okay, okay.
Hiring an engineer, a founder
No,
owes
but the basic motivation of anyone is servicing other person, no sir. Like
no, no.
for the
Basic motivation. The service is about servicing and then getting paid.
okay, okay.
The
So
employment is a
what you mean is the business people cares more about the margin they are getting. You are saying.
yes, yes. In a way, the market punishes you if you do not generate profit. Your stocks will fall. When your stocks will when your stocks fall, it means that your company's valuation reduces.
Okay,
The
sir.
easy,
What do they get, sir, if they fire? Like, what do they get out of it? So, the Oracle has fired so many people. So one way is their cost of say, I mean, the operating expenses will be less because they don't have to give that much salary. But apart from that, what benefit they get, sir, when they lay off?
okay, when they lay off, what happens is that their operational cost reduces. And then second thing happens. The second thing is that these are all public companies. The public company investors, people like us,
Uh-huh.
who invest in stock market, they become happy because now the number of employees is reduced, the company's profit increases. So people will believe that, yeah, this company is going to do good. So I will invest more stocks. I will buy
Okay,
more stocks. So the valuation increases.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I will come back here. So in large
Uh,
companies,
Brad, sorry.
yeah,
Can I give a quick perspective? Is that okay?
yeah, please.
Okay, so see, this is what I think. I'm not sure if this is right or wrong. At least from the people like Larry kind of a level, right? So I don't really think that they would think of anything at the engineers level, right? So the success is usually not if you have come into the top five or not top 10, right? The always the goal is to get to the number one and also to be there sustaining it for long, right? So I feel that a person like Larry would be competing with Sam Altman, Claude, Anthropic, Sundar Pichai, and all of these people, right? So there is really no time on for them all to think over that, what would happen if these engineers are laid off. Rather, they would be busy thinking on what they could do for next 10 or 15 years, or maybe next 5 or 10 years, and they really don't care at what cost is that, is what I think.
Yes, yes, I totally agree. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for the nuance. Thank you, Shravan, for the question.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, in both the cases, it is about your skill. It is about your skill. It is not at all about you. They don't know you, or they did not even care about you. It's as simple as that. The tomorrow you might land in a job. This is a biggest opportunity for you to realize that tomorrow you might be laid off anytime. The fat salaries in tech is a result of your replaceability. Dot-com boom caused several job loss. And then in 2 years, market picked up. 2008, there are several job loss. 2012, market picked up. 2020, job loss. 2020, 4 months into it, optimism happened, a lot of job opportunities created. Now, 2024 onwards, there are job losses. It happened because of a hiring bubble in 2021. COVID happened, market crashed, and what happened is that digital infrastructure adoption became a mainstream activity for business. Because retail stores are closed due to COVID, digital adoption for every business was a mainstream thing. A lot of new engineers were needed. Hiring happened. 2 years, 2021, 2020, end to 2022, people realized that COVID, COVID went back, COVID was solved, and digital business did not pick up as much as they expected. Everyone expected the entire world is going to be work from home post-COVID, but it did not happen. And all the optimism around digital economy was quashed.
Sir, I can add one nice point here, sir. Actually, my friend is there in UK, sir. I asked him the same question. He said during COVID time, sir, the governments have funded all these big companies to a very big extent, sir. Just to support them, billions of dollars they have spent, just given them free, just like our freebies, they have given them. So they use that money to hire people, and as the COVID faded off, the government stopped funding them. So that is also one reason, sir.
Interesting. Yeah. And then
Because my friend
government
works in financial sector in UK, so he
Mhm.
does all this financial analytics, data analytics. So he
Mhm.
said me all what is the real thing that happened.
Yeah.
And also
So
one more thing, sir, I can add based on my experience. And the firing is one kind of firing reflects the stupidity on that company, sir. I want to watch on that point, because you can look at Windows. Windows was very good at the PC level, but they couldn't have a good go like mobile OS. They were never successful. They tried so many things, but tile-based mobile and all that. So if the mobile division was very good, they would have got more and more money, and they could have stopped laying off people. But unfortunately, the Apple iPhone took over the major chunk of the market with almost 10% for the other person to buy. If there was some equally competitive mobile ecosystem like iPhone, which had a market share of 40, then it would have been like better. I mean, the layoff. I mean, to add. I mean, just the point I want to stress is layoff is a symptom of company's foolishness, sir. According to me, to an extent.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the balance, if some at this current point of time, you can observe some companies might be hiring heavily, but you can see some companies which are not hiring. So what that means, the company which is hiring has some good model where they need some resources to implement the model, but the companies who are firing off, they don't have any model. They are like they don't have any. I mean, they are not able to use the resources, so they don't want to keep.
Agree. Yeah, companies that rapidly hire and
I
then
have a
rapidly.
very good. Let us assume I have some creative ideas or some project which needs a lot of people, and no other. I might hire even when all the companies are laying off, because I believe that this model will generate some money for me, and I need resources to implement the model.
Yeah. Yeah, Shravan. So I want to pause you there, and then I'll summarize what you said. What you are saying is companies that hire very rapidly but don't utilize the talent get stagnated, and then they fire the employees. Agree to a little bit of it. I'll come back to this, the firing case.
Because just the Microsoft, sir, it hasn't touched even 1% share in the mobile app market, mobiles and search engine. Because you see, search engine is 90% Google search only. There is no competition. Mobile iPhone is 90%. In
Yeah.
desktop, in a way, I feel that they are forming some cartel, sir. Like insider, they are forming some cartel. Like one person is taking care of one area and the other person is taking care of another area, and like that.
Shravan, that the point that you're making goes little out of the firing thing, and it gets into
Okay.
too deep into the market dynamics. We do not have enough time to discuss that, so I'm going to pause that. But again, the point that you made is valid. Companies want only few players, and they will protect the market at any cost. And the easiest thing is to let go of people and increase their profit. Okay.
Just like our AIDMK and DMK in Chennai, you don't see in India
Hey,
any
Shravan, I want to pass you there. I'm going to discuss this. Yeah. Yes, Aditya. First part is that, see, if you have built a clear portfolio of your work, you don't have to be worried about getting fired. One, if you haven't built a trail of your work, all the decisions that you have made, then you have to be worried about getting fired, or even after getting fired, you'll have to worry about your future. So if you are still in a job, do one thing: build a portfolio of your work. Go outside and write. Use this current situation, even though it's a very bad situation. Use it as an opportunity to market yourself. Make the world know that, oh, this guy is capable of doing these things. I can rely on him for this. Be a documented engineer. If you are a documented engineer or a documented professional, you will get far more meaningful work even if it doesn't meet your salary expectations. So that's one. Someone is joining now, is that? Whenever someone gets fired, what happens is that people don't know others who could refer them. One, their logged decisions, a blog or a YouTube channel or a portfolio of work in GitHub. If you have one of these things, you will easily get the next opportunity. So if you are still in a job, go and build this. Build a witness, build with someone else. For example, Aditya here helped me test a website, my first website. I know Aditya by name. We've had a lot of interesting discussions. Now, when someone asks me, hey, I need a QA person, the first person who will come to my mind is Aditya. The entire purpose of zero maintenance engineers community itself is to build proof. Next important thing is laid off engineers, professionals are under fire. They cannot share the problems to everyone. Every one of them are going to say, hey, do this, do that. You get so much of free feedback. Your anxiety will push you away from progressing. Assume that you are going to get a job in the next 4 to 5 months. Don't expect a job in next 1 month. Expect a job in 4 to 5 months. That way you can prepare yourself for the job. You will not apply randomly to every company. You will selectively apply and then get a job. So if you are laid off right now, or if you expect to be laid off, give yourself 6 months of time so that you will not make any wrong moves and waste your time. Focus on the work.
Sir, here I want to add one small clarity, sir. That's fine, sir. The time span you are talking about is 6 months. That's quite clear, sir. Like, what are the kind of things that could be focused on that 6 months is also a pain point, sir, when someone is in that situation.
Yeah, I will address that, Shravan.
Okay.
One, as part of zero maintenance engineers community, one thing that I built a small app, log app. One thing that you can do is it is in its very basic form. Around 8 people are using it right now. You can right now just record your reflection. The intention of this app is this: what did you build today? What did you get stuck on? What did you figure out? These 3 questions, if you consistently record in this app, I'm going to be watching. There are 3 companies that I have onboarded, 3 founders that I have onboarded, 1 product company, 1 service company, and 1 other service company founders. I have onboarded 3 of them. They are going to be watching the logs whenever they need a person to hire. And I'm going to add more founders, more companies into this pool. It has got 2 benefits. The first benefit, you will build your muscle for recording. You can use the same content for your blog. You will also build a proof through this platform. Keep logging through this. If you already have a logging mechanism through your journaling, continue there. But put them out in public. Create a blog, create a YouTube channel, put your face out in public. So this is about zero maintenance engineers community. Until now, I have placed 7 engineers in jobs. All of them I have built how to build portfolio, how to reflect. Okay. Yeah, this is all about the app, but yeah, I want to pause here. Now back to questions. Aditya, you got some questions, is it? Hello.
No, okay, I'm good. I'm listening. Yeah.
Okay. Who else? Jay, you have any questions? Hello, Jay.
Brad, this is something which originally Shravan asked too, right? So
Okay, thank you.
we are at a stage where nobody is nobody can claim or say that no, I am well aware of what AI is, and I know the nuances of it, and I can exactly tell you the blueprint of what AI is, and then you can succeed from there, right? I feel that nobody can actually say those kind of words, because by the time they even finish their sentence on saying that, so there is already something else being cooked up in AI world. Yeah, so it is a daily progress there. So just like how our usual sprints and others are progressing, so these AI companies, LLM companies, they are progressing like anything now, right? So there is a bit of uncertainty at this point of time on where should you put your energy and time, so that you know that if you are putting that energy and time on the right technology or the space or whatever it is meant for, and you can hit the right job at right time, right?
Yeah.
So when I say right, I agree to the point that no, maybe 5 to 6 months or maybe more, nevertheless, but the learning keeps happening, and over the time you carry a vast amount of knowledge onto that specific area, and then through the interview experience and everything you crack on, right? But so see, this has been a pattern for many years, whenever there was a transformation, right? From the Y2K, the dot coms, traditional waterfall to scrums. And so in like so many cycles, I see that, AI is also one of the cycle where the transformation is happening. But unlike others, I don't know, maybe I was not there during that time when I was looking for the job when those transformations were happening. But I am witnessing it now firsthand in such a way that at this point of time, I really don't know. I know that for sure AI is the future, but where and what?
Okay. I want to acknowledge one point that you made. So this person, his name is Rajan, uh, co-founder of Upeka, a accelerator venture capitalist firm. Okay. What he says, he told this 2 years ago, I believe. The time, the AI time, okay, the speed of evolution of AI and the speed of evolution of normal industries is way different. So the time in AI, probably 6 months time in AI world, is 10 years time in real world, other industries. What takes 10 years to change in real world in the normal industry takes only 6 months in the AI world.
That's unimaginable progress, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks fictional, but then that's the reality.
2023, 2023, Anthropic was formed. I think 2022 end, I believe. Claude's first version was launched in 2023. Claude's code was made available to public in 2025. 25 March or April. And in 1 year, it has transformed the way people write code. Code has become a commodity, an acceptable commodity since 2025 December. Only 6 months into Claude Code's launch. Until 2025, most companies did not care about cloud at all as a tool. But now everyone has got cloud code as a subscription service. So what you said, the amount of the speed with which things are changing, it is unimaginable. Agree. Your question was, what to do, right? Your question is basically, what do I do now? What to do now? I will put it this way. Since code has become a commodity, even software engineers who already who know to write good code, they are still valid, meaningful, highly valued, in fact. The human layer in software development right now is this: making decisions, understanding the reality, understanding the real world context, deciding what to build, what not to build. This is still a critical skill. For example, I know a CTO who no longer writes any code. All they do is write commands to generate code, but they understand the infrastructure. They understand the different moving parts in software. Because of which, without writing any major code, they are able to contribute. But their biggest work is reviewing code. They still have to understand the code. But this is software development per se. From a product management point of view, which you come from, at least at this moment, there is so much of chaos there. Even 2 years ago, product management lost its sheen. I wouldn't say lost its sheen, but basically a product manager who did not bring their stamp lost their uniqueness, I would say. Until then, product management was considered as a major category ever since 2014, when funding cycle started in India. I think throughout the world. So product management became a bigger role. But with AI coming, and then no more ZIRP era companies, even before AI companies started, product management's role was, I would say, deprioritized.
Sir, we hear when we about 2023, 22, we used to hear models like ML model, KNM model, SVM model, XGBoost, and DL models like RNN, CNN. How are they relevant in the current scenario, sir, in the job market perspective and the business perspective?
Okay, I'll answer Jay's question and then come back here, Shravan. Hold on for a minute. Okay. Jay, so to answer your question, for product management, I also don't know what is the current status of it. I do not see any new hirings that happens in product management. What I would say is that a noisy, opinionated product manager is more meaningful in the current era than ever. Someone who is very vocal about the product choices, someone who has built a lot more products with AI is more valuable now. So if I were in your situation, I would say you go and build small prototypes, original prototypes, launch them out, get an engineer to iterate it, but you build a product, 2 to 3 products, go and sell it. Ever since 2023 onwards, product management and marketing role was considered as the same role. Until 2023, because of huge budgets, companies were okay to have separate product manager and separate marketer role. Now, 2023 onwards, companies started thinking that both are same. Both should be same. Someone who is building product also should be able to market the product. Product manager's role should be about saving iteration cycles on the product by iterating on the ideas. A lot more nuances that I don't know about product management. But my humble suggestion is this: use AI to build products. Hire an engineer, or you can code something by yourself. Launch it, get some traction for 100 to 200 users. Then it is easy for you to make noise and get visibility.
Sir, one small point here, sir. Suppose you are a hiring manager. I say I'm not a coder. I understand the languages, but I use AI to generate the code and build something that I require. Is it acceptable statement, bluntly saying that I understand the syntax and semantics of the language, but I use AI to generate the code?
Okay, good question. First, you can understand the syntactics and stuff. Syntax don't matter these days. But what matters is you can generate the code, but if you don't understand the code, if you don't understand the systems, an intern was recently let go. An intern was not confirmed in the job because they accepted every code that A was giving. A do not understand trade-offs. Only if you ask deliberate questions to AI, it can consider trade-offs. So your solution as an engineer, it's okay to have AI code. Most companies are writing only AI code.
Okay, okay.
But if you do not understand the trade-offs, why you made some choice,
Okay.
then you are not as valuable as you expect to be.
So, what is the skill that matters trade-off in the sense in terms of subjective, in a more precise way? Is it design patterns and refactoring the code and code? Are those the things you suggest, or is there anything more at a narrow level?
Okay. In Tamil, they say "Kuluku masa, Siku masa." There is a adage. I don't know. You want both of. If you have to drink some, there is a thing called cool. You'll have to. Your mustache will get spoiled.
ஆமா சார் தெரியும் சார் அது புரிஞ்சு.
So, or if you don't want to drink it, this is a classic trade-off. Okay, in software engineering, every time you build, if you want to speed, you have to give up on memory. If you want to protect your memory, you have to give up on speed. I'm saying a crude example, but this way you will have to make lot of decisions where you'll have to give up one and get one.
Okay.
You want to scale fast, you'll have to give up something else.
I mean, what you mean is we should be good at low-level design, high-level design, and solid design patterns and all the design patterns available. Solid principles and design patterns.
See, all of these principles, you should be able to internalize it. When I say internalize it, you should have made a lot of mistakes with it.
Okay.
If you haven't made mistakes, see, you can know everything theoretically.
Okay. Got it, sir.
You know solid principle is this. But if you haven't made a mistake with that, you will not internalize what is solid.
Yeah, got it.
So the era of answering questions is gone because AI knows everything. You can ask a question and then get the answer. But can you implement it? Have you internalized it?
Okay.
Your ability to ask questions to AI is a critical skill.
Okay, the prompt engineering. I mean, zero-shot prompt, one-shot prompt, all that.
I want to put it this way. Prompting is a manifestation. I'm saying your ability to ask nuanced question is an important skill.
Okay.
You have to understand the factors at play and then ask, is this
I mean, that can be asked only by, suppose, see, as a fresher, no one knows the systems. A person who has worked for 5 years, he knows exactly what should be asked and how the work should be done.
Which
suppose
is why with AI, fresher jobs is way less than it was used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, which is why
because
freshers,
unless someone who has built the system knows what should be asked, what should not be asked. Suppose assume this meeting call. If a fresher comes, he would not be asked to ask the questions like how I am asking, because I have gone through all this. I know the things and I am pointing out to the problems that people can encounter. So unless and until we go deep, I mean, unless we experience something, we'll not be in a position to build the context around it.
yes. Even otherwise, if you don't have experience, you should be able to ask questions what you don't know.
Yeah.
With ability to ask questions and gain clarity is a key skill.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Jay, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aditya, any questions? We have another 2 minutes. I want to close it by 8:50. I have another call.
Sir, you haven't answered that ML and DL algorithms lying around with so many algorithms in ML, so many algorithms in DL and DL. So,
Okay.
how we could
I
deal with that paradox?
I am not the right person to answer that question because I don't have very deep experience in ML and ML one. But
Algorithm per se, sir. How are they relevant in the current market? And do we need to learn all algorithms, or maybe pick up one in both the ML and DL, which are more popular, and get a feel of how those things work in predicting the data?
First, master one ML, all the foundational work, foundational skill set has value. AI companies will love to have you if you have that skill. But to start with only one thing, build something with it, launch it, test it, play around with it. If you understand one thing deeply, building anything on top of that is way easier.
Okay.
I am good. Any questions on this? If there are any questions, ping me in the channel. For now, if you are looking for a job in the next 6 months, or in the next 1 year, I would request you go and try this app. This app is a proof. The entire app's intention is to build a proof. If you are consistently logging here, it is easy for me to notice your work. The advantage for you is that journaling
Sir, if
becomes.
you can, I am currently in college, sir, working in a college, sir. If you can share me some web app, maybe I'll ask some students also to use the app, sir.
I will share the log here. This is the first version of app. The second, one second. Yeah, here it is. I've shared in the chat as well.
And also, any web links to understand the key skills that are required in the for using the AI, sir. Like any resources to learn that. I mean, the what you said, the trade-off part, and the ability to ask new questions and all that things.
Okay, after the session, tomorrow morning you will get a document about the key skills necessary for the AI era.
Yeah. Okay.
And the community. Okay, guys, I got to go. If there are any questions, do message me. I believe all of you have my number. Have a great evening. Take care.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for the
sir.
session.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir. Da. నాలి ఏదైనా చెప్తున్నావు, కుక్కలు ఉంటాయి ఇప్పుడు రోడ్ మీద చూసుకుని
అంటే మంచిగానే పోతున్నాను కదా నీ మాట్లాడిన గుడికి పోయి అంటే గుర్తున్నావా
అందుకే నువ్వు చెప్పగానే వెళ్తున్నావు కదా.